Alright, welcome to round 2 of Purple Crystal. We have RubyAshes versus Spara. Um, Spara on Roy, RubyAshes on Brown, Inigo? Because last load's the other one? Yeah, Inigo. Um... oh, but we also have Tana in Roy, so... This is Flyers Roy. Okay. Um, and immediately hitting the Keat. Granted, he didn't get the Will of Fire proc, but the raw
Yeah.
Roy is, or the raw Keat is always great. Yeah. Is Sothis
Hmm.
female? I'm gonna say yes. Just because that does give, well, Inigo a few more
Dang.
things just because of how much women he like. And we're going for the Roy
Dang.
crit to activate
Hmm.
Will of Fire, I guess? That is like a -3 or 4 from hand, but like, if you're going for the other Keat, it is an option. Yep. Alright, so yeah, Spara has no hand. Um, but as long as he has made promo, it's not the worst situation to be in. If you don't have made promo when you're in this, it's, well, very rough. But alright. Noe. Okay. Noe's always it's actually just straight up probably the best option that Inigo could get on just being ranged and all that. But no bridge. Inigo's bridge is one of the better bridges just because if you kill something, he gets +20 on defense, and well. Oh! LIS Roy. You know, that makes sense for the Flyers thing now. Because the Flyers can just sit in the back line, get Flying Emblem moved up, or Emblem backed, so Roy can use his skill to just top deck deploy things. Um, and Roy's LIS skill isn't even the worst in this situation because there's Noe and probably at least one other Keat floating around. Um, my guess would be Tiki. Um, just because, yeah, giving those the extra potential to hit is just, why not? Here I don't think Inigo should use his skill though, just because Noe is not going to hit generally, even with the +20. Um, but granted, it uh no, because it's only 50. Never mind. It required the Roy to self, so yeah. All right, Mur. Nothing. Oh, Sue. Okay. Sue's a great option here. Yeah. Just because guaranteeing you whatever you want to deploy, which would be the Rutger, because this is pretty much the best turn, 5, in air quotes, play that Roy could do. Um, just because, hey, now they have 7 attacks. Um, honestly, I would have almost deployed Mur in the backline here. Uh, for that. Actually, no, because you need the Myrrh to swing for Rucker. Myrrh in the backline almost was a cool decision, just because it would have she would have gotten the +20 buff as well. It's not a huge deal, but it just would have been cool. To use. Oh my god, critting again? Spara! Spara, keep some hand. Yeah, this is, and hits the 30 here. Okay. Okay. That was almost really bad for Ruby. Granted, I don't think that this is a good spot for Ruby, but still. Flying? Oh yeah, I guess Mirror's not untapping, so you might as well keep her in the backline so she's safer. This also means that she can be buffed by Sue. Yeah, makes sense. And the beatdown continues.
Good game. Good game.
Yep. Roy keating that early, and just going absolutely crazy is just, yeah. Alright, let's see if Roy can absolutely just turbo out everything again. Roy, I'm pretty sure, has a definitive win rate higher going second. Which is always great fun, because he's one of the few decks that probably does it, just because the ability to Will of Fire into Keats is so nice. Especially when you just raw hit the Keat anyway. Alright, starting with a deploying of one of the Keats, but that's fine. Doesn't hit because... Oh, but we're immediately going for the crit again. Yep, dodging was the correct play. Dodging with bridge, ooh. If you don't have a bridge, Ruby, that could be not a great spot. Yeah, Run Keat. Roy gets punished, I guess, for something.
So we saw the first game, and sorry if I'm crashing.
No, you're fine. That's the point of me sitting in here.
So I saw what Roy did. This is the combo Roy, right?
Yep, this is LAS Roy. You saw the full combo. It's Sue gets Rutger on the top of deck, Roy deploys the Rutger, and as long as they have another cost 1, they get 7 attacks in a turn. And considering Sue is a cost 4, she can be deployed right after Roy class changes into LAS the next turn with a cost 1.
Okay.
So it makes it one of the strongest turn 5s that you can do, semi-consistently.
Okay. Yeah. Is Inigo also a combo deck I've heard? Something like that?
Yeah, pretty much his objective is he buffs women, and those women also are undodgeable. And then whenever one of those women kills something, he untaps himself. So the general idea is you're supposed to get women that untap. They swing, kill something, Inigo untaps, Inigo swings, the women swings again, and then Inigo untaps again. So you're pretty much just getting Inigo to dance himself by getting a good dance partner.
Okay. So when you're playing these decks in this matchup, you really just want to clear the other combo pieces first?
Generally speaking, yes. The issue with like clearing the Roy's combo pieces is it's Sue and a cost 1. Sue is the only real hard thing to get in your hand. And that's not too hard. And there's enough cost 1s that you got options for days. So Roy can
So
just
it's
sometimes just do it, even if you clear things.
yeah, so just hard to prevent it from being set up because it's just so easy to just throw it out there
Yep,
by the time you need to.
and all of the combo pieces that Roy uses are cost 4s, so Plumeria can't even stop it. Because this is blue Inigo, or brown Inigo instead of yellow Inigo, which is the normal one, it can be stopped by Plumeria because Edelgard is your main comboer. Because Edelgard has a flip 1 untap herself. So Inigo buffs the Edelgard swings, Inigo can untap if Edelgard hits. Edelgard can untap herself, Inigo can swing, Edelgard can swing and untap Inigo, and you just get a lot of swings by looping these things together.
I see, that's very interesting.
Yeah, Inigo is a very funny deck. He just likes women, which, yeah, and especially women that untap themselves, or things like Sothis, which can untap them. Because, yeah, Inigo's Bridge gains attack if he's supported by a woman. And then if he kills something, he gets plus 20 on defense. So has one of the very good bridges of the game. I'm pretty sure at one point it was supposed to be a main promo.
I see. So pretty much when he's at his bridge, he's really hard to aggro down.
Yep, as long as he hits something.
I see.
Also, fun fact, his daughter has the exact same bridge. Like, skill for skill, the exact same.
Well, Soleil's from, well, yeah, Shades, but yeah, same character.
Yep. Okay. We got Ingrid hitting something so she can deploy from hand, which is Sumiya, which, well, gives it Inigo plus 10 and makes it so that he can draw a card once per turn. Always helpful. But yeah, both of these decks have quite a few flyers in it. It's kind of funny. I think Roy's only non-flyers are his, like, LIS skills, and I guess the Keats.
Well, one of the Keats is a flyer, technically, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
That one doesn't count. Flyers isn't 30 supports. Oh, and Roy immediately selfing.
Not looking good for him. If anything, he got to pop off game 1. Oh. You think he just flooded with Roy's?
Maybe, but I think he's also just... You need to kill that thing. Because that is just going to get a 20 buff, swing, and can cause you issues in the long run. This turn is just... does Ruby have Edelgard? Because Edelgard will punch twice as huge, and then just get Inigo to also swing a few times. If not, I guess I don't know what else Brown really has that untaps a lot on attack other than like Lonnie, but Lonnie has to destroy something, so if she gets dodged, not the greatest. Okay, so we have another unit that can untap on kill. I've made a mistake. Oh, Spara doesn't have a dodge. Oh, god damn it, Spara.
Yeah.
You need a dodge against Inigo. Otherwise, he's going to dance on your grave.
Yeah, we might be seeing a Fortnite dance soon.
We'll see if they actually end up doing the double buff on Cordelia. It would be the safer option here is to Peony and Bouquet for you. So, yep, there's the Bouquet. The question is, will they Peony it? Because, I mean, it could always self. Okay, yep. There's the plus 40.
Yeah, in this way, you don't play the Roy X, right?
Yeah,
Since you can just use the other thing as dodges, or do
yeah.
you?
You usually don't run the Roy X because there's no point.
Yeah.
It's fine as a backup promo. Oh, this is wrong ordering. What they should have done is actually attack with Inigo first. Because a bouquet for you is still active on Cordelia, which means if Cordelia was to hit again, Inigo would untap. So if they were to dodge the Inigo, it could work out that way.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and this is just a double self, so nothing too exciting here. Yeah, in this attack you would always hit just because the ordering. Just like how if Inigo was to swing first, you'd want to get hit there rather than by the Cordelia, because
Good game.
yeah. But oh yes, Roy has no
Good
dodges
game.
at all. You know, critting turn 1 might not be the best decision sometimes.
Especially if they got the dodge.
Yeah. I mean,
But you can't really see that coming. But I mean, you could. It's
Yeah.
not like impossible, but it's like very risky.
It's always risky. Usually because people, the only way you could tell is if they mulliganed or not, and that'll usually tell you if they have main promo. It doesn't tell you if they have bridges, it doesn't tell you if they have extra dodges, so sometimes doing that to bait out the only main promo they have can be good. In this case, they dodged with a bridge, and then still had another bridge, so they were fine. If they didn't have that second bridge, it would probably have been a lot better of a play, but sometimes it just happens.
At least we got to see both decks pop off today.
Oh yeah.
The question now is who's going to pop off game 3.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's just been who's ever ahead on bonds. Because Roy just keyed it a lot, or keyed it game 1, and game 2 he didn't at all. But we'll see.
Does this version of Inigo play a lot of blue keys, or is it just like
I
4
think
to
it's
8?
just been Noe. I thought there would be more.
Okay.
I was expecting a Tiki to show up at some point.
There it
but
is.
it never did. Oh, but Roy's high rolling already again. Immediately hitting the Keat, and this attack hits naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, because they deployed the Fae instead of a Myr, chances are they do not have another Keat in hand. Or if they did, it's another Fae. Because there's in no situation that you deploy the Fae over the Myr. Just because Myr only needs 1 Keat to activate, Fae needed 2. So I don't think that Roy has access to another Keat right now. Unless it was the card that they drew on top deck, and at that point, they were already going to hit the Keat, so it doesn't matter.
I have a question.
Sure.
I had a thought of what would have happened if there was a Freyr in the Inigo's hand, and then that made me question, if you're playing a combo deck, how much space do you have for tech cards?
Yeah, it's also because Freyr's not a female, and Inigo's Bridge needs to be supported by a female to get +10. So Inigo is just hugely sexist, by putting all the women on a pedestal. That's a joke. Don't. Anyway.
Yeah.
So Freyr's like can help, but it doesn't help him enough, especially since Inigo's main promo is a 4/3. So he's usually promoing on turn 3 anyway, and that's the usual like benchmark of a decent deck, is do you promo on turn 3? Like, Roy usually gets around of it because he keeps so often. But it's all just about, do you promo on turn 3?
So from what I'm seeing in the game, and from maybe what you're saying is, you might have room for tech as long as they synergize with your deck.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Like,
Or
Plumeria
at least
here.
for, yeah.
Plumeria's a woman, so Inigo likes her, and she is a tech card that can screw things over. It's not a bad option, especially since Inigo's skill here is he gains +10 attack when he has a female in the backline. So, like,
Okay.
it's helpful. Although Roy is missing main promo here. Granted, Guinevere can always get it back for you, considering she'll look at the top 3 cards. One card goes to hand, the other 2 go to the top of the deck in any order. But not having main...
Still not ideal.
Yeah.
Humor.
Yeah, that happens.
I wouldn't imagine. Yeah.
Well, like, it doesn't matter because they already know what the top card of the deck is. Because they revealed it with Guinevere. So at no point was that Roy skill ever a factor. Yeah.
And Inigo's promo is a 4/3, right?
Yep, that is his main promo. So this is main promo turn, but he doesn't even have a blue bond at the moment. So he might be color locked in a very awkward situation. Unless he was to bond a Sumiya or a Noe right here. Because they might just be in the deck just because they're blue. Actually, no, there's also Cordelia. So you actually got a few options. Yep, there's Sumiya.
Yeah, there's...
And main promo. Fun fact: he could bouquet Plumeria to give her an attack buff, and then if she hits Roy, Inigo untaps, and then you just got Plumeria plus 20 buff for, in air quotes, free, on the condition that Roy doesn't dodge. And considering Roy hasn't promoed, unless that last Fade Emblem was a dodge, he likely doesn't have it. And if that Fade Emblem was a dodge, I don't think
you
you're
probably wouldn't
able to
dodge.
use it here. Okay, yep. Oh, it hits anyway.
Larry?
Yeah, they also stacked the self. Oh, so they might actually be flooded on like weird Roys then.
I question why another Roy won. Is it a fate or is it this one? Yeah, this one's fate. So it's just for debate.
Yep.
Because I found a build and I was playing around with like just bridges. I guess I could do the fate. Also, there's main promo. Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, fates are always not bad. Because they're usually just better mage emblems, and mage emblems are at worst, your hand stays the same. So yeah.
It's really a trade-off of, do I want to dig for my combo pieces or do I want to have a bridge? But I guess we haven't really seen a bridge in this version, right? It's always just been at least for like bridging itself, we've never actually seen a bridge this set, I don't think.
I'm pretty sure an HR has gone through. Because HR Roy is always just decent. It's a 4/3, so it promos a bit earlier than the actual main promo and all that. Okay. So this is Diet Sue. Same sort of idea, reveal the top 3, then deploy one. So as long as you get Rucker in one of these top 3, it's the exact same thing that Sue does. And because they typed jackpot in chat, I'm going to say they are about to deploy the Rucker. And then they're going to do that 7 attack combo into Inigo's face. And there it is.
There he is.
Yep. So they just gambled the top 3. One of them had a Rucker instead of using the entire retreat. It's like, it's the best backup option you got. It's just not a good backup option. And that's also probably why they run Fate Emblems, is so that, if need be, they can Fate it onto top deck with, like, something. And
yeah, in the middle of the phase.
Yeah,
okay.
The issue with doing that, though, is Rucker needs to see 3 purple unit attacks. So if you're doing a Fate
you want to get an extra,
turn, Rucker does not see that attack.
Yeah, you'd need to have, like, a lot of units to get the extra attacks.
Yeah, exactly. So while that does work, it is not ideal. And does Inigo have the dodges to live? Because there is 4 more attacks after this. Is half his hand dodges? Nope.
I guess not.
No, he didn't even have one more. Yep. That is a lot of pieces that can do damage.
I imagine you'd have to take that risk when you're playing a combo deck.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Inigo just needed bridge to not get punched in so much, I guess, and also just for the Guinevere to not hit the Rucker, because even with bridge, you'd have maybe a few more orbs, but you still wouldn't be in a good position for this turn. This turn is just always just so much damage in one turn that it's absolutely terrifying.
It's really a race with these two decks.
Yeah. Anyway, with that is game. So goodbye.